Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Asyikin binti Musa from EC11033C. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the film 5 Feet Apart, which is one of my favorite films from the last few years. This film released on March 2019, and this is American romantic drama film directed by Justin Baldoni and written by Mickey Bostry and Tobias Iconis. This movie tells about 17-year-old Stella spends most of her time in the hospital as a cystic fibrosis patient. And as a cystic fibrosis patient, they have to control their distance about 5 to 6 feet towards each other. So her life is full of routines, boundaries, and self-control. All of all of which get put to the test when she meets Will Newman, an impossibly charming teen who has the same illness. And there is an Easter flirtation, though restrictions dictate that they must maintain a safe distance between them. As their connection intensities, so does the temptation to throw the rules out of the window and embrace that attraction. So, there are two main characters, which is Haley Lou Richardson as Stella and Cole Sprouse as Will Newman. They will play the main characters who suffered from cystic fibrosis. It is tempting to dismiss this story as sick lead, but the directors balance the compelling specifics of cystic fibrosis with the larger questions we all face about creating meaning in a world of uncertainty and loss. However, these two main characters manage to answer this question which exquisitely expressive face show us every hope, fear, hesitation, regret, and longing they are feeling. These two main characters are very important in developing the plot as they will complement each other. Stella has an obsession with all of her medication being organized and taken on time. Meanwhile, Will Newman is the complete opposite. He wants to get out of the hospital as soon as possible to travel and see new things, which is something that cystic fibrosis prohibits him from. However, when they meet each other, they decide to do their treatments together. In this film, the memorable scene is when they had a date with a distant barrier at a pool in the hospital. Love stories always have to have a reason to keep the couple apart, and in this case that means literally apart. Because of their vulnerability to infection, cystic fibrosis patients have to stay at least 5 to 6 feet from each other and latex glove, no touching, and 6 feet between them at all times. As Stella falls for Will Newman and she says, after all cystic fibrosis has taken from me, I don't mind stealing 1 foot back. And so they have a date still within the walls of the hospital using a 5 foot pool cue to measure their distance. And then, because they are teenagers, they take some very big risks. And from my overall opinion, I like this movie so much, and as it is one of my favorite films from the last few years. And of course, I will recommend it to my friends because it is the first widely accessible Hollywood movie ever made about cystic fibrosis, and that is good enough to guarantee at least small uptick in awareness and attention of the perennially under-supported fight to cure this genetic disease. That's all from me. Thank you.